What's going on, my peoples? I know it's gonna be a little bit different, and technically next week we're gonna be back to schedule, and we will be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Canaan, and all of the wonderful things that's gonna be happening there. But for today, I wanted to talk about, actually do like somewhat of a review on City on the Hill season 3, episode 1, because I am going to take that chance and see if y'all like it, because this is, because I did have that poll to see if who would like me to see like other shows and cover other shows and stuff. So I'm like, we're gonna give this a shot and stuff, right? So that episode 1, boy, man, it's like, for you can't not like this show for some weird reason. You just can't like it. Like, I like the style, even going back from season 1. Like, I like how it was kind of like played up. It wasn't like obviously, like when you watch the show, it's gonna be like different in its way and stuff. But it was just like, I like what they did with season 3, episode 1, where it was just like, okay, after the stuff that happened in season 2, where Jackie is no longer an FBI anymore. He had like sent like the cops to this chick's place because it was like technically payback for what she did to him, right? That was quite interesting. And then not Jackie Ward, DeCourcy, his father has cancer, so he had to go over there and kind of get that straightened out. And then his father's like, son, why you bring this doctor in my house? I don't want no doctor. I'm going to go on my own terms. And it's cool because it's like, yeah, we get to see DeCourcy's more of his family, and it's going to be interesting to see more about his life, because I think he mentioned that back in, I think it was like, season 1, that he used to live in Brooklyn, or he grew up in Brooklyn, but then he left Brooklyn and he went to live in Massachusetts and stuff, or Boston, Massachusetts. So I was like, okay, but it's great to see that we're gonna probably see more on his family and his backstory and stuff. So I think that's gonna be quite interesting. And then Jackie, him not being an FBI anymore, he's at this bar, or he owns the bar, and then him and DeCourcy just have like this snarky conversation with each other. It's like, it's so great because when they talk to each other, it's like they talking shit to each other. It's just like, oh yeah, last time you had a client, that person died, right? And then he was just like, so how's your new job? Like, I just like it. They just like talking shit to each other, and it just gels so well, right? And then the Corsi seems like he's gonna be up for promotion, seeing that his boss is gonna be out and he's gonna be becoming mayor and stuff. So he's gonna be, hey, I got this job sitting here waiting for you. But then he's like, but wait, here's this. If you do what I say, you could get this position. But then he's like, well, you're not the only candidate. And then a woman walks in and she's just like, hey, show me the ropes, this and that. And he's just like, sure, welcome to Boston. So I was like, all right. Like, that's going to be interesting, right? It's going to be interesting. And then Jackie with his family. Obviously this man was tapping into his trust fund monies and stuff. I completely forgot about his daughter going to college. I'm telling you, man, it's been, I don't, because let me see. I think it was last year when the show came on, season 2, I think. Boy, it's been so long, man. Like, shit been happening, man. Shit been happening. But his daughter was I guess, like, they need the funds and stuff for her to go to college and stuff. So then, Jackie meets with Sinclair, and they start talking. He was just like, hey, I used to run things, and then when I was in charge, I used to just allow you to do whatever. And then we see in the first episode what Sinclair was doing, and we like, oh, okay, Sinclair, is kind of fucked up what you're doing, because the way he had her, and I was just like, oh, this shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. So he hires him and stuff to be like the head of security, and then he meets his wife, he meets his daughter, and then he's trying to, like, get the lay of the land and see what's going on and stuff. And then that's when it kind of happened where his daughter's friend kind of was just like, hey, about that night, like, I can't remember. And it's just like, uh-oh. So he's just like, you drunk too much, don't worry about it. Then we find out later is that the fucker goes to our house, and then he has a bottle of wine. He's just like, hey, got this wine. She's like, did we have sex? And oh, God, no. I'm a married man. I never do that shit. You my friend's daughter. What type of person you think I am? So then the friends, like calls, his daughter, just like, hey, he was here, this and that, and then she just dies, and it's just like, oh shit. Then they have like this heated argument, and Jackie's kind of like listening in, and he's just like, what's going on? And then his wife is just like, son, you gotta leave, like you can't stay here for this. And it's crazy because now the wife is in on this, so it's just like, how many people is that this man Sinclair been fucking, and then they've been dying or catching overdose, or they've been getting rid of them. And then the question is, what actually happened to the last security guard, like the guy who was in charge? I'm thinking Sinclair probably killed them. Like, he probably got too close, and then he probably killed them. And then, which we kind of see in a trailer where it's just like Jackie and Corsi, like they at like the front of the stairs. So I guess that's gonna indicate like later on that Jackie and Corsi's gonna have to take this guy down. And who knows, Jackie probably might get his old job back, but I don't think so. I think he's just gonna be like, hey, you did a good job here and there, and that's it. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, it looks like it might be the case, but I don't think so. Because this woman, she was like, nah, she was getting rid of all of the corrupted people who was there back in the days, just doing all that fuck shit. Because remember when in episode 1 when Jackie was explaining, like, oh yeah, remember back in the days, we used to have like a perp. We used to beat the shit out of the perps, and then we used to put them in the back of the car, drive for like somewhere in an alleyway for an hour, beat the shit out of them some more, and then take them to the police station. It was just like, yeah, like, all of the things that he used to do back then, he couldn't do anymore. And then as we see throughout season 1 and 2, where he was cheating on his wife, and then he had got, I think, an Asian woman pregnant, so they had to send her away. So Jackie was fucking crazy. Still is. I was just like, Jesus. But now regarding from what happened in season 2, because when I seen season 3 episode 1, things were starting to click back to me with the whole Anton stuff, and then the road cop shooting Anton in the back of the head, and then there was whole police reports saying that he was a racist and all this other stuff. Because remind you, like, this show is talking about like Boston, so like early 90s, where it was like heavily racist, and it was explaining about that. Yeah, like, it was really. Well, okay, we've seen like Jackie say some questionable things, right? And then just in that whole time period of being in Boston, it was just like, yeah, it was some racist stuff that was going on and stuff. And it was like the times and stuff. So regarding that, Jackie is gonna be doing like a lot of different things this season. He's gonna be doing a lot of different things this season, and Corsi too, because Corsi is going through something like difficult with his father having cancer and stuff. So that's gonna be a thing. And lastly, I almost forgot about this. So the road cop's partner was supposed to, I guess, testify, right? But then a cop shot him in the back of the head. So now is this whole investigation like, okay, he shot him with his gun. So is it meaning that, hey, there goes your witness. Like, he didn't see, him dying or him shooting Anton in the back of the head. So there goes your case. So I'm like, wait a minute. Like, is there a brotherhood within the brotherhood of the police? Could be. And that's going to be a mystery that's going to have to be solved and stuff. So there's a lot that's going on. There's really a lot that's going on this season. And then Siobhan, when she took up the case with the whole I think that construction place that happened, and then the fucking metal pipe the metal pipe went inside this dude's head, and then he somehow lived. But then when she was on the construction site, and I think there was like this machine or like a loud noise, and it kind of like had like, a little PTSD, a little triggering from when she was in a car with Corsi, and then she got shot and stuff. So it's just like she's still going through that. And then we're gonna quite see what's gonna actually happen with Siobhan and her character and stuff, because it seems like she's gonna be doing some stuff and going through some stuff as well. So man, City on the Hill, man, it's just you can't go wrong with this show. I'm just telling you can't go like Kevin Bacon and all this hard. Like, you can't go wrong with this show. Like, if anyone's talking shit saying, "Hey, this show is a miss," I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this show is fucking good. But let me know what you guys think about the show. Do you guys like the show? Do you guys want me to talk more about the show? Because frankly, my brain is somewhat a little bit fuzzy about like some details that happened in season 2. Because again, like, I remember the whole Anton stuff. Jackie being Jackie, and then the whole premise of the Corsi and Siobhan trying to have a baby. That I fully remember and stuff, but I don't know if we still gonna get that whole Siobhan and DeCourcy still gonna like potentially have a kid. I don't know, because Siobhan is still going through some things, and I don't think it would be the right move for her to even try to attempt to have another kid. So I don't know. And then we've seen DeCourcy have a gun on him because he's just like, no. Even though Siobhan is against guns, but DeCourcy's like, no. After that shit that happened with Anton, no. We having guns up in this house. Second Amendment, y'all. Shit. But yeah. But like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you all in the next one.